can you tell me what's wrong with this anti-sex crime advert?
Oh, am I not good enough for you, son? Why are you not chatting to me? I said you look good and you don't want to go out with me. Can you hear me? You look at me when I'm talking to you.
Well, the problem there is that it was a black man harassing a white woman, and one person complained, and Transport for London were forced to pull the advert because apparently it reinforced negative racial stereotypes. The Advertising Standards Authority said the advert must not appear again and told TfL to ensure that any future campaigns were, quotes, socially responsible. So now I think only white people can be sex criminals in adverts. But now, can you tell me what's wrong with this advert?
The man in the grey suit is staring at you. Would you report it? It's him again. You can feel his breath. Would you report it?
Nothing is wrong with that advert, apparently, because that is a white man harassing a black woman. Nobody complained. The advert doesn't reinforce negative racial stereotypes. So do you see what the rules are here now? White people, bad. Everyone else, good. We have had some absolutely ridiculous advertising campaigns in the past. Do you remember this? There's no place for bullying, discrimination or harassment in our army. And they chose to articulate that with a small, skinny, white blonde woman seemingly pinning a black guy against a wall while he says something along the lines of, "No, thank you, darling, I'm a happily married man." But it looks like she's not taking no for an answer, doesn't it? We've also had this from the BBC. People who blare music out of their mobile phones on public transport were told to wear headphones. And the BBC chose to articulate that with a picture of someone who looks like an elderly geography teacher. Honestly, what on earth was he blaring out there? A David Attenborough documentary? A podcast from The Guardian? Do you think? At least we're not as bad as what's been happening in Germany. Now, after a spate of sex attacks by illegal migrants or men of North African appearance in places like Cologne, the authorities thought that this advert was a good idea. A red-headed white lady groping a one-legged brown man's backside in a swimming pool. Yeah, I mean, that is, of course, what's going on right across Europe now, isn't it?
Mit Handschuhe auf. Das heißt... Au! 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 Ah, ich habe irgendwas abbekommen. Ich habe irgendwas gegen den Kopf bekommen.
Adverts versus reality. But getting back to Britain, let's have some facts. Now, according to the Centre for Migration Control, in the City of London area, around 66.9% of the arrests for sexual offences were foreign nationals in 2024. And foreigners are reportedly 3 times as likely to be arrested for sex crimes than British citizens. Now, look, obviously I am not saying that all foreign nationals or non-white people are sex offenders. But what I am saying is, to me, it's not reinforcing a negative racial stereotype to run an advertising campaign that happens to cast a non-white person as a sex attacker.